Welcome to Asset Television, your best station for news, politics, business, sports and entertainment. Your one-stop channel, Asset Television.
Hello and thanks for staying with us on Asset Television. Welcome to the news. I am Eugenia Solomon. First, the headlines. Nnpcl executes gas sale agreement with Dangote Refinery. Edo Governor Okpebolo orders freezing of state-owned bank accounts. Super Eagles battle cheaters for 2025 AFCON tickets. And now the news in detail. The Nigerian National Petroleum Company Gas Marketing Limited, a subsidiary of Nnpcl, has executed a gas sale and purchase agreement with the Dangote Petroleum Refinery and Petrochemicals, Lagos. The agreement, signed by the Managing Director of NGML, Justin Ezeala, and the President's Chief Executive Officer of the Dangote Group, Aliko Dangote, at the corporate head office of Dangote in Falomo, Lagos, outlined the supply of natural gas for power generation and feedstock at the refinery. According to Soneye, under the terms of the agreement, NGML will supply 100 million standard cubic feet of gas per day, being firm supply, and the rest interruptibly natural gas supply to the refinery for an initial period of 10 years, with option for renewal and growth. The Nigerian Railway Corporation has expanded its train operations on the Abuja-Kaduna route, increasing the number of services from 4 to 6 during weekdays, specifically from Monday to Fridays. A statement signed by the Deputy Director, Public Relations, Yakub Mahmoud, disclosed the new update. This expansion is aimed at meeting the growing demand for train services on the route. The corporation said the decision followed a 5-month trend analysis which revealed a 22% increase in the number of the new passengers registering on the ticket platform to use the Abuja-Kaduna service. This growth, it noted, reflects a significant rise in the number of Nigerians opting for train services as a preferred mode of transportation due to its comfort, reliability, and safety. He highlighted the corporation's commitment to improving customer satisfaction and addressing complaints of ticket racketeering. The introduction of additional train trips on the Abuja-Kaduna rail route closely follows the Nigeria Railway Corporation's recent expansion of services on the Lagos-Ibadan route. This adjustment, aimed at accommodating increased passengers' demand, includes extra trips on Fridays and Saturdays to provide more flexible travel options. On politics now, 24 hours after his swearing in, Edo State Governor Monday Okpebolo approved the dissolution of the executive of all boards, agencies, and parastatals in the state public service with immediate effect. The directive affected all permanent secretaries appointed outside the civil service. The governor also ordered the contractors in the state to return to site, asking them to immediately fix all failed portions within the Benin metropolis. In the same vein, he ordered the immediate and indefinite suspension of the collection of all revenues in the state, especially in motor parks, until further notice. In a statement by his chief press secretary, Fred Itua, the governor ordered all affected appointees to hand over all government properties in their possession to the most senior public officers in their respective ministries, departments, and agencies. Similarly, Governor Monday Okpebolo of Edo State has ordered the freezing of all bank accounts belonging to the state until further notice. The directive said The freezing order is with immediate effect. Governor Okpebolo also warned commercial banks, heads of ministries, departments, and agencies to comply with the order immediately without further delay. The order was contained in a statement issued by the Chief Press Secretary to the Governor, Fred Itua, in Benin City, warning that anyone, including heads of MDAs and civil servants who flout the order, will be severely punished. In the meantime, the governor has asked the relevant government agencies to reverse the Ministry of Roads and Bridges to the Ministry of Works. The reversed identity of the ministry was conceptualized during the administration of the immediate past Governor Godwin Obaseki. The statement therefore ordered relevant government agencies to implement the new order and immediately reflect the new name. Now, Vice President Kashim Shettima, National Chairman of the All Progressives Congress Abdullahi Ganduje, Governors Dapo Abiodun Ogun State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu Lagos, Abdurrahman Abdurrashid Kwara, Biodun Oyebanji Ekiti, and other stalwarts, chieftains of the APC stormed Akure, the Ondo State capital, to drum up support for the party's candidate in Saturday's election. The mega rally, which held at the MKO Abiola Democracy Park, Akure, saw the party's stalwarts call on the Ondo electorate to troop out en masse on Saturday to ensure that Aiyedatiwa is elected. The rally featured Ganduje, supported by the governors present, officially handing the party's flag to Aiyedatiwa and his running mate, Dr. Olaide Adelami. Addressing the crowd of supporters who converged on the park, Shettima held that if past leaders of the state like Adekunle Ajasin, Adebayo Adefarati, and Rotimi Akeredolu were alive, they would vote for the APC and not those he regarded as reactionary elements. Now, the Plateau State government has approved a new minimum wage of 70,000 naira for its workers, urging them to reciprocate the gesture through hard work and increased productivity. A statement issued in Jos, signed by the state head of civil service, Stephen Gagdong, confirmed that the decision was made on Wednesday, November 13, 2024. According to the statement, following the agreement of the Committee on Consequential Adjustment on Salaries on November 13, 2024, the governor of Plateau State, Caleb Mutfwang, has approved the immediate implementation of the 70,000 naira minimum wage for workers in the state. Gagdong emphasized that the approval demonstrates Governor Mutfwang's commitment to state workforce in recognition of their vital role in driving Plateau's development goals. More will come shortly after the break. Stay with us.
Welcome to Asset Television, your best station for news, politics, business, sports and entertainment. Your one-stop channel, Asset Television.
You're welcome back and thank you for being there. If you're just joining us, you are watching the news on Assets Television. The Women Affairs Secretariat, Federal Capital Territory Administration, FCTA, has begun mobilizing support for women experiencing menopause for households, stability, and general well-being for families. The mandate secretary of the Secretariat, Dr. Adedayo Benjamins Lani, said that the move was part of the Secretariat's efforts to promote emotional stability in households. Benjamin Lani spoke on the topic We Factor at a one-day menopause awareness program in Abuja, organized by the Secretariat for Couples in the FCT. She explained that the We Factor embodies the essence of community, support, and shared experiences, particularly during menopause. She described menopause as the stage in a woman's life when her menstrual period stops permanently and she can no longer get pregnant. The mandate secretary said that for some women, the menopause transition could bring various symptoms, including hot flashes, night sweats, trouble sleeping, joint and muscles discomfort, and pain during intercourse. The symptoms, she added, may include moodiness and irritability, forgetfulness, difficulty concentrating, or a combination of all the signs. According to her, a woman's emotional instability will affect the husband, the family, and if not handled well, will affect family finances and happiness. She stressed the need for collective support for women experiencing menopause, particularly from men, to maintain their emotional stability needed to ensure a happy household. Moving over to security matters now, the National Security Advisor, NSA Nuhu Ribadu, said nobody dares President Bola Tinubu and remains the same, warning the new terror group Lukarawas of making the mistake of invading parts of the Northwest. This came on a one-day Chief of Army Staff CDS General Christopher Musa deployed a contingent of soldiers to the troubled Augive local government area of Kebbi State, where no fewer than 17 people at Mera village were killed by members of the terror group. Ribado, who spoke at the Comptroller General of Customs conference in Abuja, vowed that the federal government would eliminate the group shortly for daring the president. Away from the national scene now, Donald Trump has made more key appointments as he prepares for his White House return in January. President-elect Donald Trump has spent the week since his election picking out the cabinet members and closest advisors who will help him through his second term. Among them is Elon Musk, who has been tipped to run the new Department of Government Efficiency. Marco Rubio will be his Secretary of State, while Tulsi Gabbard, a former Democrat, is chosen as Director of National Intelligence. Meanwhile, the Republicans are projected to win the House of Representatives following last week's elections, meaning Trump's party will run the White House and all of Congress. And in sports, for the third time in 6 months, Nigeria and the Benin Republic will do battle on Thursday, which is today, in Abidjan, Ivory Coast, as they seek to seal their automatic spot for the 2025 AFCON. After beating the Cheetahs 3-0 during the first leg at the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium, Uyo, in September, the Super Eagles are visiting the Benin Republic's adopted home ground for the 18th time this year, needing a win to cement their automatic spot in Morocco 2025. The Eagles are currently top of the qualifying Group D with 10 points, but their opponents and second-placed Benin Republic, who are 4 points behind them, need a win to remain in contention for the second automatic spot. Austin Guavon's men have been almost perfect, winning 3 out of 4 matches without conceding a goal, but the Benin Republic, led by former Nigeria coach Gennett Roa, cannot afford any more slips up following the tumble in Kigali, as they could still be toast if they lose their last 2 games, and Rwanda, on 5 points, earned a minimum of 2 points in their own final 2. Wilfred Ndidi, Alex Iwobi, Fishayo Delebashiru, Al-Hassan Yusuf Abdullahi, and a couple of defensive midfielders, Frank Onyeka and Rafael Onyedika, are available for the spaces in the middle, while Victor Osimhen, Ademola Lukman, Moses Simon, Victor Boniface, Samuel Chukwueze, Sadiq Umar, and Kelechi Iheanacho are in the selection pool for the 4. And with that sports story, we end the news. Do well to follow us on all our social media platforms for more updates and programs. On behalf of the entire news crew, I am Eugenia Solomon. Thank you for watching.
Welcome to Asset Television, your best station for news, politics, business, sports and entertainment. Your one-stop channel, Asset Television.